Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and another part of this Newcastle United series where we are trying our best to maintain a push towards the top of the table, but results are not really going in our favour. Last time we left off we did end up with a 1-1 draw with Chelsea. We got a late equaliser in that game, and following that match in the league we managed to get a 3-2 win against Villa Park. Now I'm not going to try and show the replays of this game because it's still bugging out and not going particularly well, so until they fix that, unfortunately we'll just have to stick to live commentary and seeing the notable events here. But you can see Edouard got us off the mark on 14 minutes. Bertrand Traore pulled one back for them before Wilson and Almiron got two late goals to put us 3-1 ahead. They got one back through Ollie Watkins in the 91st minute, but you can see we dominated this game and we did deserve that victory. Following that, we absolutely hammered Wolves 5-0. See, I can't even get into the match there. It's just glitching out immediately. Showing Sam Maximan celebrating. There we go. It's gone to here. You can see Wilson. 4 goals in 61 minutes. Absolutely tore Wolves apart. Sam Maximan in the 92nd minute made it 5-0 to take us through into the 5th round of the FA Cup. But then in the league we continued our winning run, but again we nearly threw it away. Again, these replays just glitching out. I don't know what's going on. But Callum Wilson with another hat-trick. He opened the scoring. Declan Rice pulled one back from the edge of the area, but Wilson then got 2 more to round out the hat-trick before Rui Diaz managed to get one back for West Ham. We still managed to hold on to the victory and get 3 more points. And we were really riding high at that point in all competitions, but then against Wolves we sort of threw it away. It finished up 3-3 in this game, so Sam Maximan got us off the mark. They got one back, then they got another, then they got another. They all came out of nowhere. It was a real blow, but we managed to pull it back. Wilson 75th minute, and then the 91st minute Isaac Hayden with the goal made it 3-3 to bring us back into that game. Against Brighton though, we weren't able to do anything similar. This ended up a disappointing defeat. First goal McAllister, 37 minutes, and then Mopé in the 69th minute with a dink over the keeper made it 2-0. Edouard got one late on, but it was a consolation goal in the end. We weren't able to make another kind of great late escape. So instead we turned our attention to Everton in the league, where we did manage to get a 2-0 victory. Kraft with the first goal. It was a beautiful drilled effort. Diagonal across the goal into the far post from the full-back position. Excellent way to get off the mark. And then Alan Saint-Maximin made it 2-0 9 minutes later. We totally dominated this game and deserved the victory over Everton. Then we had a pretty dramatic FA Cup 5th round. We managed to take... Watford managed to take the lead after 4 minutes, but Callum Wilson can't stop scoring, made it 1-1. João Pedro made it 2-1, but Wilson pulled us back. I thought in the last sort of 20 minutes we might get through, but then it went to penalties and it looked terrible when Wilson missed the first penalty. He never misses, but he did in the penalty shootout. They score, it goes level until Garner misses, Alvarez scores, Capoue misses, and Joe Linton, of all people, scored our 5th penalty to make it 4-2 on penalties and take us through to the quarterfinals, where we will be playing Championship side Bournemouth for a place in the semi-finals at Wembley. So a lot of hope in the FA Cup against Spurs, who we seem to love playing. 3rd time we played them this season. We won again. Harry Kane had a goal ruled out. Wilson scores. Almiron scores. Dele Alli gets one back for them, but we dominated this game. They didn't really look like they were actually going to get back into it, and we managed to see out the win. But since then it's been a 0-0 draw with Crystal Palace, which is really frustrating. They're bottom of the table, but we couldn't score against them even at home. And then away from home and against West Brom, it's got even more frustrating because we were 3-1 up in this game. We're actually 3-0 up, so what a comeback from West Brom that was. I didn't even remember that they came back that well. But Wilson, Fraser, and Maximan inside 27 minutes. And then the whole team starts getting complacent. You could see it, the little disinterested face that they shown out at the bottom of the screen when the team is complacent, and it allowed West Brom to come back into it. Edouard did have what would have been a winning goal ruled out for offside. So that was just 2 points thrown away. Really, we dropped 4 points there. And if we have a look at the Premier League table, there are big 4 points to have lost. We've now dropped out of the Champions League places behind Manchester City. We're almost certainly going to qualify for Europe, so that's okay. But really, we deserve to be in this title race. We deserve to be in the Champions League places, given how hard we're punching without having the resources to do so. And you can see Callum Wilson, top goal scorer, 24 goals. Next place has 13. Callum Wilson is out of this world good. 24 in 26 in the league, 30 in 30 in all competitions. He just can't stop banging it into the back of the net. He's an amazing striker, and I would be surprised if somebody didn't come in with a really big bid for him in the summer. But today we are going to take on Manchester City, who of course you will remember are in 4th place. It's very tight for this Champions League spot, so this is a massive game for us against tough opposition. And then we have to take on Arsenal, who are top of the league, immediately afterwards. So this is a major battle to see whether we can make it into Champions League for next season. I won't show the Bournemouth quarter-final because I think we'll probably get through that, he says, having relied on a penalty shootout to get past lower league opposition last time out. But then we've got a little run of games, so I imagine the FA Cup semi-final will be around here, so there could be another interesting episode, and then we can go in to the final episode of the season. So let's get into this game against Manchester City. Liverpool drawing earlier in the day is quite helpful. The way we're going to line up today is the strongest team we can put out there. We've got Saint-Maximin, Edouard, Wilson and Fraser in that attacking lineup, with the Longstaff boys in the middle, then Lewis, Clark, Lascelles and Alvarez in defence, Dubravka in goal. Jamal Lewis coming back from injury today, big match to come back to, but our defence has been rocky lately, so I'm hoping that him coming back in will help. Really strong Manchester City team, as you would expect, so we're just going to have to say that we're huge underdogs. So let's go out there and see if there's something we could do against this Man City team. A draw wouldn't be the end of the world. It would keep us level on points, as you can see, just 1 point behind Liverpool as well then, but really we want to try and get the win, but we really can't afford to lose the game either. Bernardo Silva tried to do just that, attacking down the right, puts it in, Lascelles gets it away, Laporte is all the way back there to pick it up. Now Mendy over the top for Aguero, and Aguero opens the scoring 13 minutes in. It's only his 11th of the season, but he has come and made us lose the lead, or lose the advantage in this game. It's a real blow actually to go down so early against the City team, but we are at home. We haven't quite been on form lately, so I'm a little bit wary as to whether we're actually going to come back in this game. But we've got the ball now. Saint-Maximin on the attack. He's got Wilson and Edouard with him. He's gone for the chip, and what a goal from Alan Saint-Maximin, bringing hope back to me and the Newcastle fans in the stadium. An immediate reply, his 9th goal of the season. I was ridiculing him at the start of the season for not scoring enough, but look at that, what confidence. That reminds me of the kind of goals Papit Cisse used to score for Newcastle in his absolute pomp when he was really on form. Saint-Maximin in a similar mentality at the moment, but we're at risk here with Raheem Sterling using his pace to get behind our lacklustre defence, but Kieran Clark with a stamp, that looked like, to win the ball. Now Fernandinho to Aguero, back to De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva to Aguero, in behind to Bernardo Silva, and somehow Dubravka is beaten at his near post. He shouldn't be getting beaten there. We're playing such high quality opposition that they're going to find ways to score. You can't give them goals like that, but it is what he's done. Aguero in behind the defender. Yeah, you just can't excuse that. That's poor goalkeeping and nothing else. Fair play to Bernardo for getting it on target and hitting it in the right spot, but we just shouldn't be conceding to goals like that. Fraser in though, and Lascelles pulls it back. The captain rising high, and every time Man City hit us, we hit back. This is not over. Oh, there's a VAR review. Of course there's a VAR review. It's a corner. Saint-Maximin's offside from a corner. He's not even involved in the play. What on earth is that decision? VAR. And now Bernardo Silva can sprint through. Ball over, cut out well. Now Lewis back to Dubravka. He's had to just hit that one, and Edouard is up there, and it's gone through to Wilson. Plays it into Edouard. It's saved and it ricochets, and the Longstaff boys trying to get a shot off, but defenders in the way, and De Bruyne of all people winning the ball. Corner from Fraser. We can try again. Lascelles trying again, but he can't get that one on target, even though there was nobody offside that time. Oh, that's really irritating, that goal being ruled out for offside from a corner. Longstaff over the top towards Wilson. Laporte heads it away. Now Sterling back to Mendy. Mendy once more down the line to Sterling. Rodrigo to Aguero. Cuts across to the right flank. Thought we were going to intercept it there, but Fernandinho keeping hold of the ball. Now Kyle Walker on the right flank. Skips the tackle, pulls it across, Longstaff away, so Maximan can counter. He's found Callum Wilson somehow. Bit of fortune there, and Wilson beats the defender. He's got Edouard up there. He's in the box. He puts it across, and Matty Longstaff, the wrong player there. It needed to be Edouard if you were going to get a goal. And I would say that I think we've been the better team at this point, but Manchester City are so clinical with the players that they've got in those attacking positions. And Clark here over the top. Edison, in a very erratic way, does pick up the ball. He then launches it out, but Alvarez heads it forward to Fraser. Ball switched. Oh, what was that? And now Sterling has an ocean of room down the left flank. Finds De Bruyne. And De Bruyne is going to score there. That was so poor from Ryan Fraser. There was no need to make a pass like that. And to pull it off as badly as he did, we deserve to be punished collectively for his mistake. And that's exactly what Kevin De Bruyne did. A little dink on the finish as he hit that one, so it bounced awkwardly for the goalkeeper and went into the back of the net. But this City team have not been doing well in this game, and yet they are 3-1 up. And that's the difference between our poor squad and their excellent squad, is that when they have an off day, they're still going to get goals. When we have an off day, we're going to ship them. They're going to go in, and they're going to go in big numbers. But we've got a chance here. Edouard trying to run at the defence. He's got Callum Wilson up there with him. Edouard across to Wilson, who does score at the near post. His 31st goal of the season. He's going to win the Golden Boot this year. There's no doubt about that. Callum Wilson, he loves playing up front in this system. And now it's a 1-goal game just 2 minutes into the second half. We've got a chance to come back into this. Remember, I really just want to get that draw. A win would be amazing, but especially now, I would happily take a draw because it stops Man City moving 3 points ahead of us and becoming the favourites for that Champions League place. But you can see in the stats, we've been the better team. We've had the better chances. Somehow Manchester City have got 3 goals when they shouldn't even have 1. But 25 minutes left for us to try and get back in the game. I'm not going to do any shouts. Once again, I'm a firm believer that shouts are doing absolutely nothing in Football Manager. Last year, having the Get Creative option did seem to work quite well, as Clark has just put that one over the top. But yeah, the Get Creative option last year seemed quite good, but you don't have that option anymore, so it's only really kind of having a go at the team that seems to do anything, and it doesn't seem to be doing much. But Correa here, the new signing, in behind, and Lewis gets it away. 10 minutes to go. Can we find an equaliser in these last few minutes? It doesn't look like it's quite going to go, but there is 5 minutes of added time. It's running out, and it is over. That's a big blow in our hopes of qualifying for the Champions League, it has to be said. You would think the Europa League is a almost guarantee, given that 12-point lead over Everton with 11 games to go. But Liverpool 2 points clear of us. They're going to be a difficult team to catch. 6 points behind the leaders at the top. We are playing Arsenal next, so we can close that down, but they both have a game in hand. It's going to be tough. Well, not much difference to the team for this match against Arsenal. It's not a strong Arsenal team. I have some hope that we can overcome them. I don't really know how they're so high up in the table. But we do have the 2 Longstaff boys in at midfield. Fraser comes in with Saint-Maximin on the wings, and then Lewis, Clark, Lascelles and Alvarez in defence to Bravka in goal. The same centre forwards that you would expect up top. But this is going to be a really, really tough match. This Arsenal team doing well. Jurgen Klopp has just been sacked as Liverpool manager. So there's some hope. You can see they're only 1 point ahead of us as it stands. Some hope that we could pip them into the top 4 if they struggle to really get their act together with the new manager coming in as Thomas Partey plays it out. It's into Pepe, and he was completely unmarked about 9 yards out and has missed the target. That's a real let-off. Can we capitalise on it? It would be amazing if we managed to win this game. It would really throw us back into the mix. Lewis with the throw into Edouard, and Halsey misses the goal. That was effectively an open goal with Leno off his line trying to come out, but they seemed to do enough to put him off. Bellerin into Pepe. Blocked off, but Bellerin in again. Cleared away before it could come to Aubameyang. Partey. All the way back to Mohamed El Neni, who's playing in either central defence, I think that was. Bellerin blocked off, and Saint-Maximin can now start to work it out, and they do. The Longstaff boys dillying on the ball. Lewis with the tackle, but Pepe in behind, denied by Dubravka. One saving grace is that Pepe is not a natural finisher. Saka from the corner puts it in. Lewis away. Saka following up. And brought down by Longstaff. No free kick given. Advantage played. Bellerin in on goal. Denied by Dubravka. That looked like it'd be one of those efforts where it just goes in that bottom corner, maybe under the keeper. But Dubravka with firm hands and firm arms, pushing that ball over the top. And at the moment we're still in the game, but Arsenal absolutely dominating. They should already have a goal according to the expected goals, but Pepe has thrown away a couple of chances. Nearly half time. Can we put in one of those sucker punches that have happened to us a few times? Xhaka over to Aubameyang, denied by Dubravka. Very good save. Couple of minutes left as Wilson goes on the run. Longstaff to Fraser. Cuts inside. He's got options. He finds Edouard. Through to Saint-Maximin. And just like that, we have taken the lead. Alan Saint-Maximin's 10th goal of the season. Is there going to be a VAR check? There is not. Fraser leading the counter-attack. Found Edouard. Excellently placed ball. And Saint-Maximin got there before the goalkeeper, using his pace and taking his tally to double digits. Excellent stuff by the team. We've absolutely robbed Arsenal of a lead, but given how much that's happened to us this season, I am not going to complain. I am going to switch to cautious though, because I don't think the team are going to go up the other end and score 2 or 3 more. I think this is a, rob the bank and get the hell out of there kind of situation. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on managing the team a little bit. The Longstaff boys have been playing a lot this season relative to their age, so they need to be protected. We just bring substitutions on. We're going to trickle them on through the game. Hopefully we can see this one out. Let's bring Almiron on as well, because he can do damage. He's got surprising amounts of pace, Almiron. Longstaff to Edouard, back to Hayden. Edouard making a move, but Hayden didn't pull the trigger. And we've given the ball away there with a classic Route 1 Steve Bruce ball over the top. Lacazette is in behind. He scored. And I think he's onside. 22nd goal of the season for him. That was before we managed to make the changes as well. Very frustrating, that one. Willian with the ball over the top. Poor defending, and Lacazette through on the goal. Gets his 22nd of the season. I think him and Aubameyang are the reason that the Arsenal team are in the league position that they are. You can see how deadly strikers can be in this game. Pepe, edge of the area, brought down by Lewis. Come on, boys. This defence has been horrific, and it is a penalty. It's been given by VAR. Pepe's going to take it. I've been having to go at his finishing, but he finishes that off nicely. And it is now 1-1, so we're going to have to try and do something. I don't know why it doesn't let you make any changes during replays. It's quite irritating. But Pepe there getting the finish. Is it going to... Why is it just not letting me make changes? I don't know. That lower bar's not working for some reason. Saint-Maximin can come off for Almiron. We're going to have to take Sean Longstaff off as well. Not a huge amount of options. Alvarez can play in the middle. And then we can bring Kraft on in defence. Alvarez down the line. Can we get an equaliser? It's put back to Willian. Over the top for Pepe. Beats the defender for pace. In on goal, but Dubravka just takes it in his chest. I mean, Arsenal, look at that expected goals. Arsenal deserve to win this game. But we've been poor, to be fair. We were lucky to have the lead. And our defence has not been great. And this could be a bitter blow. 2 defeats against our rivals for the top 4 will probably end our chances. Saka here charges through Dubravka with the save. We've got 5 minutes to try and get an equaliser in this game. Kraft with a big tackle. Goes out for a throw to Arsenal. Bellerin to take it. Willian, tackle by Kraft. And now Wilson. Can we steal another goal? Wilson charging down the line. He's got Edouard in there. Tackle from Gabriel, but we've taken it to the byline near the Arsenal box. Going to be a long throw from Kraft. Saka clears it, doesn't beat the first man. And for some reason that was a highlight. I'm not entirely sure why. 2 minutes to go in this game, and there's a full-time whistle. It's another bitter blow for us. And if we have a look at the table here, you can see 2 points now off Liverpool. Arsenal won, Manchester City won, Manchester United won. They all got the results, so it's really a straight shoot between us and Liverpool now, and we're 2 points behind them. I think we're still going to play them this season. They have just sacked their manager. There is an opportunity there. The title's gone. We're 12 points off now. Given we were leading not that long ago, 12 points off is a big blow. But we don't really have the team to sustain a title challenge. We had an amazing start to the season. It was never likely to continue. And if we look ahead now, 4 games without a win. And we've got Burnley at home next, which is fine. Bournemouth at home, which is fine. And then we take on Man City again, away from home that time. And there it is, Liverpool away. But look at that tough finish to the season. Arsenal, Liverpool and United in our last 5 games, which makes me think this might be a Europa League season. But the real trick is potentially winning the FA Cup. That would be amazing if we could bring silverware in our first season. So I will probably pick up maybe at this Arsenal match here, because I think that's when the FA Cup semi-final would be if we get through. But the FA Cup semi-final will be in an episode, so that could be our next marker. And if you did enjoy today, despite the 2 defeats, do drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. But until next time, see ya.